Hey, you guys. All right, I got another reformer workout for you, but this one's going to be a quickie, okay? Only jump. Jumping in all different ways. We're going to jump lower body and upper body, so you'll get a nice full body workout. Your heart rate will climb. We're going to start with some heavy springs so that we can warm up the lower half. And the only prop today you need, other than your jump board, of course, make sure that jump board is up, you want a yoga block today. Okay, now if you don't have a yoga block, you can use a Pilates ball. That should work just fine, I think, for everything. I'm thinking, yes, it should be fine for everything. So if you don't have a yoga block, grab your Pilates ball. That can be your alternate prop, but if you do have a yoga block, go for that. Okay, that's what I'm gonna use today. I have an Mats on my reformer today, so that's why it looks different. You do not need to have this. I just really like it. It covers my reformer carriage, so during these hotter seasons when you start getting a little sweaty, the carriage doesn't become a slip and slide, okay? It has some nice grip. So I really like mine. That's Mats, so if you want to know more about it, just send me a DM and I will get you that info. Your headrest can be up or down, your choice, okay? So either way, the whole workout, it'll be your choice. I will have you put it down though at one point. And you're gonna start with 3 springs on. A red spring, a blue spring, and a yellow spring, all 3, okay? You want those loaded and ready to go. Come with me, we're gonna start on our back, okay? All the way down, you're gonna lie down with your yoga block in hand, okay? That yoga block is gonna start in the palms, all right? So you wanna bring your elbows down to the carriage, so elbows are bent. Your yoga block is the wide way between your palms, okay? And you're just gonna give it a little activation and a little press. That way we light up the chest and we light up the biceps. Now my feet are bent. I want you to get to a position where your heels are on the jump board, okay? So I don't want you here on your toes. I want you to make sure your heels are down. So if that means you have to push the carriage out a little bit to get your heels down, do it. Okay, because I'm going to ask you for this connection through the heel the entire time. We're going to challenge flexibility and range of motion today. All right. Okay, let's take that yoga block. Give it a nice little press. Feet are parallel, 4 inches apart, straight under the hip. Toes are shining up. On your inhale, you're going to press all the way out. No jump. Exhale, bend the knees. Good. Inhale, press it out. Exhale, bend the knees. Now right here, we're setting up, right? We're starting to feel the weight of the springs. We're starting to feel a little bit of heat in the legs. Now, the tailbone, I want you to make sure your tailbone is pressing down into the carriage, but not your low back, okay? Your low back needs to have a little bit of breathing room. No rainbow, no arch, just a little bit of breath underneath that low back. Ribs are closed. Belly button's pulled up and in, and we're finding full extension of the knees every time. Notice when I bend, I don't pick up my heel. I keep it connected to the jump board. That's really important. Right here, you're here for 4. Inhale out, exhale, bend. Last 3. Inhale out, exhale, bend. 2 more. We're going to add a lift to our toes. Okay, so on your next one, you're going to bend those knees. You're going to press the carriage out and lift to your toes, releve. Set the heels down and bend it back in, smooth. Lift and press, lower and bend. Lift and press, lower and bend. Okay, so it's a smooth transition through each part of that movement. Even though I broke it down when I talked to you, I want you to try to lift smoothly into that releve, lower, back, and bend. Inhale, 4 more. Exhale as you come in. Last 3. So get that calf raise in there, getting heat all the way down through the ankles. Good, finding that full articulation. Last 2. We're going to go 1 more, and then we're going to add that jump, and we're going to add that yoga block as well. So on your next one, you're going to jump. Yoga block presses up over the chest. Inhale out, exhale, bend and land. Okay, every time we land, we find a solid connection through the entire sole of the foot. Your heel connects to the jump board, and it stays there until we leave again. Good. You're pressing the yoga block between your palms and then just pressing it up towards the ceiling as you lengthen away from the jump board. You're here for 6, 5. We're going to go to a single leg in 4, 3, 2. Last one, pause for just a moment. Now, right foot's going to stay on the jump board. Left foot, You're going to extend that left leg and hover it over the jump board. Let's press out and in, exactly like how we started with 2 legs. Out and in. Inhale, lengthen that right leg. Exhale, bend. You're still pressing that yoga block between your palms. You're here for 4 more. Bend and press. Last 3. Bend and press. So this is kind of a modified footwork type of warm-up as well, even though you're not getting those heels under the foot bar. That piece, we're not going to hit first position here, but that external rotation will come. Last one. On your next one, you're going to add that releve. Extend and press to the ball of your foot. Lower and bend. All the way. So your same exact pattern we followed with 2 legs. Okay, we went from that bend and extend. Now adding that releve or the lift of the heel. Good. Smooth transition all the way up and down. You're here for 4. Finding full extension of the knee. Finding that nice long length through the front side of the ankle. Last 2. We're going to come into a jump. This is your last one. Now with that jump, you'll press that yoga block. Press it up and over that chest. Good. Long length through that right leg, long and strong. Your left leg is hovering. Nothing has changed there. Point that toe. You also want to point that jumping leg as you leave. Good. Find the solid connection through the heel. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Pause, switch legs. Left foot comes to the jump board. Get that heel to make a solid connection. Right leg's going to extend. Let's extend that left leg and bend. Inhale out and in. So you're bending and extending that left leg now. Same pattern. We're going to find this bend and extend. Then we're going to add the releve. Then we'll add that jump with the yoga block. Good. Hang on right here. Bend and extend, finding full range of motion, keeping the heel down for 4. Last 3. Last 2. Don't forget to press that yoga block. Last 1. Now we'll add that releve. Bend, extend and lift. Lower and bend. Good. Extend and lift. Lower and bend. Finding that articulation through the ankle now and through the foot. Good. Hang on right here. Keep that right leg nice and strong. You want to think of that left leg as gaining power the more we start to roll through this sequence. Good. You're here for 4 more. Lift. Bend. Good. Last 2. Good. Last 1. And we're going to add that jump on the next one right here. You're going to jump. Press that yoga block up and over the chest. Right leg is strong and hovering. Good. Think about that long length. Your inhale breath takes you out. Your exhale breath lands you. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last 1. Bring it all the way in. That's the end of your warm-up sequence. Okay, we're going to go side lying. My back is going to turn to you for this first part. Sorry about that, but it's kind of how the flow is going to go. All right, now we're going to turn to our left. Before you lie all the way down, let's change your springs. You're going to take off the red and take off the yellow. So all you have is 1 blue spring. Now your yoga block, you're going to need your headrest down for this part. Yoga block is going to come down onto the headrest the long way. Okay, you're going to lie all the way down on your yoga block. If you have a Pilates ball, that's fine too. Okay, your left ear is at the center of the block. Okay, we're going to stack our hips. Find a comfortable position for that bottom arm. Okay, right hand is going to go on your hip, and you're going to lengthen out to 2 straight legs. All right, so right here, get yourself situated. You want those feet flat on the jump board. Your hips are stacked. Right hip over left hip. We're not going to lean back. We're not going to roll forward. We're going to stay stacked on the pinnacle of that left hip. Now find some air or breathing room under your left waistline. That we're going to maintain the entire time we jump side lying, okay? Relax your left arm. Now that right arm can come up and over the shoulder. Okay, now that's a more challenging position. If you need to bring your hand back to your hip, that's fine. Or your right hand can come in front of your waist on the carriage for a little more support. Okay, right from here, we're going to press out to the balls of the feet, come back down, connect the heels. Press out and connect. Just 2 more before we start to jump. Finding that nice position of the stacked pelvis. We're not going to let it rock and roll. Okay, we're going to stay right here. Pull that belly button up between the shoulder blades right here. You're going to soften both knees just a little bit. Inhale, extend and jump. Okay, we're landing in parallel. Toes shining straight forward. Hips are stacked. The bend to the knee is shallow because we want to keep the heels connected to the jump board. Okay, maintaining space under my left waistline as I jump. That way the core can work 360 degrees around the body, helping stabilize that pelvis. Good, hold it here. You're here for 4 more. Find a pointed toe, lengthen all the way through the leg. Last 2. We're going to add a scissor kick. So the right leg right here, right leg scissors forward and then land. That right leg is only going to scissor forward. It's not going to come back. Okay, so the right leg goes forward, the left leg goes back. Little scissor kick, and then we land in that parallel position. Good. Right leg only travels forward, not back. We'll do the other way when we hit the other side. Good. Right leg forward, left leg back, and land. Good. Core is connected and tight. Good. We're keeping the pinnacle of the hip, staying stacked right there, keeping breath underneath that waistline. Don't be afraid to check yourself every once in a while. I'm going to keep saying it. I'll sound like a broken record. You're here for 4. We're going to hold the scissor in 3 and just jump on that bottom leg. Last one right here. Hold your right leg forward and jump only on that bottom leg. That's your left leg jumping. Okay, so both legs are still in parallel. Your right leg is hovering out in front of the jump board. Okay, so it's just out there in midair. Keep it nice and strong. Point that toe. Solid, full foot connection on your left leg when you land. Good. Hang on right here. Last 4. We're going to transition to the top leg jumping in 2. Last 1. Keep jumping. Bend your bottom leg. Land with your right leg. Okay, now that bottom leg, get it a little better situated as you continue to jump. That left knee bends forward to the edge of the carriage, so it's right in front of the hip. And now my top leg, my right leg is jumping. Still got space under my waistline. Still have a stacked pelvis. Now notice how this is a continuous transition, right? So that the heart rate stays up. We want to just keep moving, try not to stop through the sequences. The pauses are necessary for setup. Right? But when we're in it, and I know we can transition smoothly, I'm going to keep you there. All right, you're here for 4. 3. We're going to add a lift and lower of that top leg. 2. Last 1. Now right here, that top leg lifts 2 inches and lower to land. Lift 2 inches, lower to land. So it's not a super high kick because I want you to stay in parallel, meaning the toes shine forward. Okay, and I don't want you to collapse through the waistline, so keep that left waistline lifted and strong. Good. Pull that belly button up and in. Keep that right arm up. If your right arm hasn't been up in the sky yet, give it a try. Give it a try. Good. You're here for 6. Keep that lift and lower. We're going to alternate between external and parallel in 4, 3, last 2. Okay, right here, you're going to land 1 time in external rotation, so swiveling the leg, and then back to parallel. Land in external, land in parallel. Okay, so your right leg is swiveling from the top of the hip, so where that femur connects inside the pelvis. That's where we rotate from, so the whole leg swivels. Okay, when we're in external rotation, the toes shine towards the top left corner of the jump board. When we are parallel, the toes shine straight forward. Okay, find that in your body. This is where the heat should really start to come as you move through that hip socket. Waistline is still lifted and strong. Good, hang on, hang on. Remember that breath. Inhale takes you out, exhale lands you. You are here for 4. We're going to jump only in external in 3. Good. Solid foot connection all the way through. Last 2. Good. Last one, external and parallel. Now, next one, hold external rotation, jump in external rotation. Toes are shining up towards that left corner. Good. No more swivel back and forth. Now we just hold. You should feel that glute med like nobody's business, a little side booty. Keep that waistline lifted. We're going to change what we're doing. You're here for 6. Good. Last 5. We're going to come to our hands and knees in 4. Good. Last 3. And 2. Last 1. Oh, and bring it all the way in. Ooh-wee. Okay, come onto your hands and knees. Okay, facing the rear. Keep that one blue spring on. Now I want you to scoot all the way over to the right side of your reformer. All the way over. Your yoga block, slide it back a little bit so it's between your shoulder blocks, and you want to put your left forearm on the yoga block. Okay, so left forearm, elbow down. Your right hand is at the edge of the carriage, and we're going to work that tricep a little bit. So I want you to keep your right elbow soft, okay? Now, your right knee is going to stay on the carriage, but your left foot is going to come to the jump board. And we're going to lengthen all the way out so I can connect my heel to the jump board. So I have a flat left foot. Rotate your pelvis so that both hips are even. Your left hip bone is shining down. Your right knee is directly under your hip, okay? Right hand underneath the shoulder, elbow soft, and you've got some pressure in that yoga block from here. You're going to softly bend that left knee, keep the heel down, and inhale as you leave and a little flick through that foot. Okay, so same rules apply. Again, really challenging the flexibility through the back of the leg as we try to keep that heel connected to the jump board. Okay, so your bend through your knee, your left knee is not going to be as big as it was before. All right, so don't worry about that. Okay, we're working on flexibility and range of motion. Okay, hang on right here. All right, you're going to get a little bit more, we're going to get a little bit more fun with these jumps. Last 4, 3, 2. Okay, now we're actually going to change legs. You're going to bring it all the way in. Put that left knee down, so let the carriage come in. Set the left knee down. Right foot on the jump board. Lengthen all the way out. Okay, we're giving it a little switch up now. From here, same thing. Softly bend that right knee. Keep the heel connected. Inhale, jump away. Everything is nice and steady. All right, so we gave that left leg a little bit of love, right? Just to give that right leg a break for a second, but the right leg is coming in strong again. We're going to stay on the right leg until we get to the other side. Okay, we do have some upper body jumps coming. Good, you're here for 4. We're going to add a little lift and lower in 3, 2, last 1. Now right here, keep jumping, add 2 inches lift, lower to land. So a little different than when we were jumping in that side lying position. Okay, now less glute med, less side booty, more glute max, center booty, bigger muscle. Okay, keep that belly button tight. You should feel your upper body, especially that right tricep. Okay, keep the inner part of your right thumb connected to the carriage. Okay, so you have nice pressure through the whole heel of your hand on that right side. Good. Keep that little lift and lower going. You're here for 4, 3. We're going to get more powerful in 2. Last 1. Now right here, you're going to side kick. Come back strong to land. Side kick. Okay, so that's why your forearm is on the yoga block, because this powerful lateral kick, you need a little more support. Okay, and I wanted you to be a little lower or closer to the carriage. You're much faster here. Okay, that kick is strong and you pull back strong to land. Your inner thigh shines down towards the floor. Okay, on that kick. You're here for 6 more. Kick it and land it. 5, 4, point that toe, keep that leg strong. 3, we're going to go back to full range of motion. 2, last 1, hold it parallel, straight kick. Straight jump. Straight jump, straight towards the rear, just the way we started. Add that little lift and lower. 2 inches lift, lower to land. Lift, lower to land. 8, this is it. 7. We're going to jump on our right arm in 6. Good. Last 5. Keep that core tight. Keep that right hip bone down. You've got 3. Last 2. And last 1. And bring it all the way in. Woo-wee. Okay. That breath picked up, right? I'm going to turn to my right again. Okay, so one more time, my back to you. We're going to jump with our right arm. But before we do that, we're going to change our springs one more time. So we're going to add a yellow, an extra light spring that might be a white for you, and take off the blue. So you have 1 extra light spring. I'm going to kneel on my carriage very close to my jump board. So right at the edge of the carriage. My toes are going to hang off the back. Now my yoga block is going to be nice and tall next to me on my left side. My left hand is going to come to the block, and I'm going to hover straight back. So my knees are 4 inches apart, parallel, okay, straight under the hip. I am creasing from my hips to reach my sits bones back for my heels. That gives me a tilt to my torso, but my core is engaged and strong. Left hand on that yoga block. Right hand on your jump board. Make sure your hand is in front of your shoulder, not in line with the shoulder, and definitely not behind, in front. Okay, so that top left corner of the jump board. From here, you're going to extend all the way out with your right arm hold. Okay, from here, you're going to bend that right elbow. Inhale, take it out for a jump. Okay, so the reason I talk so much on setup for these jumps is because I don't want you to fly through these with bad form, right? I mean, you could really hurt yourself. But 2, I want you to get the most out of this, and I want your core, that's always the goal, right? That's always what we focus on, is that core being involved in each and every part of these movements and these sequences. So I want you to keep the belly button pulled up and in. Notice I am not sitting on my heels. I'm hovering. Okay, so I feel my quads, but I'm also thinking about my inner thighs lifting up into my psoas that run along the spine. All right, that's core, deep core. All right, we're going to add a lift and a side bend with that right arm. All right, we're here for 4 more. Find that articulation through the palm. You want to try to get the entire sole of your hand or palm connecting to that jump board, just like we do our feet. Last 2. I love the yoga block for this. Don't be afraid to put pressure in that block right here. You're going to lift up and over, side bend, come back to land in your hover. Up and over, side bend and hover. Up and over, okay? So this is much quicker, just like we did on that lateral kick. Okay, a couple times you might hit the bumper, all right? But we're going to try to catch ourselves before we hit the bumper. Now, the reason I love the yoga block right here is because it does not allow you to dump into your side bend. You must stay lifted, okay? And that's the goal, right? More core, more core. Inhale, up and over. Open the front side of your hips completely. I'm talking so much, my form is going out the window. There we go. All right, 4 more. Inhale, up and over. Exhale, land. Last 3. Up and over. Land it. 2. And land it. Last 1. And land. And turn to center. All right, we're coming center. This is your midway point. Right here, you're already halfway through. Okay, that yoga block between both palms. Give it a nice pressure. Your kneecaps off the carriage. Okay, they're going to hang in midair over the springs. Your knees are directly under your hips, 4 inches apart, parallel. Relax your toes. That's important. Relax them. Don't turn them under. Okay, we're going to use the yoga block to jump. So that yoga block is wide on your jump board. We are hovering again. Crease at the seat. Okay, right there. Sits bones reaching for the heels. From here, you're going to inhale. As you jump away, extend those arms. Exhale, land. Inhale, jump away. Exhale, land. So, jumping with the yoga block is a little different, right? A little easier on the palm. Less articulation and flexibility needed through the wrist. Okay? But I want you to think about length through the upper body as you jump away. So I almost want you to think about protracting your shoulder blades. Press that block away from you as you jump out. I'm not sitting on my heels. I'm hovering. Okay, and I've got my ribs stacked over my pelvis in this tilted position. All right, so the low back is long, the core is engaged. All right, we got 4 more. We're going to add a rise up. Inhale out, exhale, land. Last 3. Keep those arms strong until you land. 2. Good. Last 1. Your next one, we're going to rise up, reach the yoga block overhead, hover and land. Reach and open the hips, hover and land. So much quicker again, right? We're on 1 yellow, so we've got the hang time we need. We just have to move a little quicker through the upper body. Good. Engaging the glutes at the top, but I want you to think of those inner thighs pulling up along the spine. So pull the belly button in as you do that. As you lift, you're here for 4. 3. We're going to add a little twisting pattern in 2. Good. Last 1. Now right here, keep jumping. Twist to your left as you bring the block overhead. Land. Go through center. Twist to the right. Come through center. Once through center. Good. Twist to your left. Back through center. 1 time through center. Twist to your right. So we got a little pattern. Every time you twist, you do 1 through the center. Okay, now your twist. I want you to keep the hip bones shining forward. Okay, you're twisting waistline up. Oops, I forgot my 1 through center right there. You're twisting waistline up. So I want you to think about the yoga block and the waistline, okay, not the hips. Keep them facing forward. Good. 1 time through center. Good. 1 more time to the left. Let's go 1 more time through. Back through center. Twist to the left. 1 more time through center. Twist to the right. And land all the way through center. Woo-wee. Okay, turn to the right. Woo, the heart rate's up today. Okay, we got that single-sided jump. All right, yoga block, the tall way, right next to your right side, okay? You're going to hover. So make sure you're really close to your springs. Your back toes, or your toes are hanging off the back. You're going to find your seat crease, right where the leg meets the hip, and we're going to hover, hinge. Keep the low back long, keep the belly button pulled in, collarbone wide. Right hand to the top of the yoga block, left hand to the jump board, in front of your shoulder, okay? Very, very, very important. Lengthen all the way out from that jump board with your left arm nice and straight. Okay, staying center. We're going to exhale as we bend that left elbow. Inhale, jump away, articulate through the palm. Okay, so we just come off jumping with that yoga block. We didn't have any articulation through the wrists. Okay, we gave ourselves a little bit of a break there. I know it's harder when 1 arm is jumping. Okay, but I really want you to find as much range of motion, lengthen through the fingertips, and come back to land. The heel of the hand touches the jump board. Inhale, exhale. Good. Find your breath here. Don't be afraid to press into your yoga block for support. You'll feel that right side activate, okay, as you press into the yoga block. So that's a good thing. We got 3 more right here, and we're going to add that side bend. Last 2. Good. Last 1 like this. We're going to add that rise up. Right here, rise up, side bend, come back to land. Good. Gotta get the flow. Good. Up and side bend and land. So it's much quicker, much quicker. Good. I still want you to use your breath. Inhale out, exhale, hover and land. And land. Good. Keep it going. You've got 4 more. Up and over. Exhale, land. Good. Up and over. Exhale, land. Last 2. Last 1. And land it and bring it all the way in. Whew, those were suffering a little bit. Okay, we're going to come into that quad, that 4-point kneel. So yoga block goes between your shoulder blocks. Okay, you're going to turn, actually, let's change our springs. See, I almost forgot. Your 1 blue spring on, take off your yellow or your white. Take off your extra light. So 1 blue, 1 blue. Okay, you're going to be all the way over towards the left side of your machine. Your right forearm is on the yoga block. Knees under your hips, left hand at the edge of the carriage. Okay, keep that left elbow soft. Square off your shoulders. Let's take the right leg and connect it to the jump board. Press away so that we can flatten out the foot. Okay, level out your pelvis. Pull your belly button in. Square off those shoulders. Let's bend that right knee. Inhale, take it out for a little jump. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. So, right leg already did its job, right? We're just giving it a minute. Coming back into it, just the way we started the other side. Okay, you're here for 4 more, and we're going to switch legs. Last 3. Last 2. Good. 1 more. Bring it in. Now bring that right knee down under the hip. Left foot connected to the jump board. Extend all the way out so that left foot can be flat. Hold. Okay, right from here. Square off that pelvis. Level out your shoulders. Bend that left knee. Inhale, extend. Remember that heel makes a solid connection to the jump board every single time. Every single time. Challenge yourself with that today. I don't want you jumping on the ball of your foot. That means you're not using the back line of your leg. Okay, we want to really equalize that pressure through the sole of the foot. Good, challenging that flexibility. It really helps improve our walk. It's no joke. Good, as a runner, these Pilates in general really helped my stride. It really helped my form. I went from having lots of knee pain to no knee pain. Okay, so I was a long time runner before I started Pilates. I still run. I still love to run, but it's helped me a ton. 4 more. We're going to add that lift and lower in 3. Good. Last 2. Last 1. Now you're going to add that 2-inch lift. 2-inch lift, lower to land. Glute max, right? Big center part of the booty. Lift and lower. You got that side lying jump coming up. I know you feel your left tricep. I do too. Good. You're here for 6. We're going to add that lateral kick in 5. Good. You've got 4. Last 3. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay strong. 2. Last 1. Add that lateral kick right here. Big kick. Powerful. Bring it back strong. Powerful. Bring it back strong. Okay. So first couple might take a little bit, right, to get the form down. It's a big kick, and it's a fast kick. Make the leg straight, but let that inner thigh turn down towards the floor. Bring it back strong to land. Connect that heel. I know it's a lot to ask, right? It's a lot. Whoo! We're here for 4. Big kick. Last 3. Big kick. Whew. Last 2. Last 1. And bring it all. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Go back to full range of motion. See? Almost forgot. Back to full range of motion. Let's add that lift and lower. 2-inch lift, lower to land. I was too excited to stop. There we go. All right, this is it. We're going to come into that side lying in 6. In 5. Last 4. Last 3. I'm really excited to get off the tricep, honestly. Last 2. Good, and last 1, and bring it all the way in. Whoo, shaky. I am shaky. Turn onto your right side. Okay, that yoga block, make sure it's all the way on your headrest now. You are going to lie down with that one blue spring on. Your right ear is on the yoga block. Okay, both legs, let's lengthen them all the way out. Whoo. All right, feet are parallel, toes shining forward. Find that space under your right waistline. Relax your right arm. Left arm can come up towards the sky or your hip or on the carriage. Okay, you find your spot. Right from here, we're going to roll to the balls of the feet, just like we did on the other side, and connect the heel. Roll to the balls of the feet, connect the heel. 2 more. Okay, just finding the pinnacle of that right hip, making sure that we're stacked. Okay, we're not going to roll back at all. Bend those knees right here, heels connected. Soft bend to the knee. Inhale, hop away. Okay, connect those heels every single time. I know I sound like a broken record, but keep that flexibility challenge going. All right, we continue to work like that, you'll find big differences. I promise you. Right waistline lifted so the core is working 360 degrees. Good. Hang on. The connection through the sole of your foot is critical. We talk about it a lot, right? But sometimes I don't talk about it enough. I think we might have a little tutorial on that coming up. Good. Hang on right here. All right, we got 4 more. Remember that inhale breath takes you out. Exhale breath lands you. It's not a shove through the leg or the foot. It's an inhale like you're inflating like a balloon. Last one. Let's add that scissor kick. Left leg forward, right leg back. Left leg forward, right leg back. Okay, so that left leg only goes forward now. Only forward. Whoo! All right, right leg goes back. Inner thighs just brush by one another. We always land in that parallel position. All right, we're here for 4. That top leg is going to stay forward in 3. We're going to jump only on the bottom leg in 2. Last one, keep that that left leg forward, jumping only on the right leg. Only on the right leg. Good, that bottom leg jumps. Top leg is out there nice and strong. Keep that toe pointed. Find full articulation through that bottom ankle. Connect that heel. Find the space under the waistline. Keep it there. Keep it there. Don't be afraid to check yourself every time. Good, you're here for 6. Last 5. We're going to transition to the top leg jumping in 4. Last 3 and 2. Last 1 right here. Top leg jumps, bottom leg folds. Good. Bottom leg folds underneath you. Now, keep jumping. Readjust that bottom knee. Make sure that kneecap is facing the front or the edge of the reformer. You've got space under the waistline still. Hips are stacked. Core, belly buttons pulled up between the ribs. You're jumping strong on that left leg. Strong. Okay. We're here for 4. We're going to add that lift and lower in 3. Good. Last 2. This leg feels shaky. The bottom leg is always working, right? It's always working, even when we think it's not. Right here. Add that lift and lower and land. 2 inches lift, lower to land. Remember, it's only 2 inches because we don't want to collapse through the waistline. We want to stay strong and lifted here. You're staying in parallel. That's another thing that's going to hinder the range of motion, right? If we were to go to external rotation, it'd become more of a high kick. I don't want that right here, okay? Keep it nice and tight in that glute med. Oh yeah, side booty. Dimple in the butt cheek, right? We like that. We like that for the summertime. Good, hang on. You're here for 6. Last 5. We're going to externally rotate in 4, 3, last 2. Okay, right here. You're going to land once in external rotation and then land once in parallel. Once in external and then once in parallel. Okay, so you're swiveling the top of the leg from the femur in the hip. Okay, the hip doesn't move, just the leg. Just the leg. Isolate that to that ball and socket joint. Good. Inhale, breath takes you out. Find that space again under the waistline. I know my shirt makes it really hard to see. Good. Hang on. Hang on. We're going to jump only in external. In 4. Whoo. Good. Connect that heel every time. Last 3. Good. Deep bend to that knee. You can get a deeper bend to the knee here. Last 2. Good. Last 1. External and parallel. Now you're going to find external rotation, and we're going to hold that and jump in external rotation. This is it. You have 1 short heart rate sequence coming up. You're here for 6. Last 5. Good. You've got 4 and 3. Last 2 and last 1. And bring it all the way in. Oh my goodness. Okay, grab your yoga block. Okay, lie on your back. All right, we're ending on the blue spring. Okay, that yoga block to the inner thighs. Whew, make sure it is not the wide way between your inner thighs. It's the narrower way so that your legs are hip width apart. Feet are flat on the jump board. Arms are long by your side. Lengthen all the way out to 2 straight legs. Okay, right from here, you're going to bend both knees. Inhale, take it out for full range of motion. Okay, now we're on 1 blue. We have a little more hang time here. Not like in the beginning of class where the carriage was heavy, right, and it snapped back. Right here, I want you to focus on ribs closed. We're also tired, right? So really important to knit those ribs together. Pull the belly button up and in. Watch the low back. No rainbows, no rainbows. Okay, if you're starting to get a rainbow in the low back, it might be time to take a break and reset. Okay, we're here for 4. Good, we're gonna pass the block to our hands in 3, but we're gonna take an ab curl first. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, right here, keep jumping. Interlace those hands behind the base of the skull. Find one ab curl and hold it up there. Your elbows are wide. We're not yanking on the neck. We're just supporting the head. If anything, I want you to interlace those fingers and find traction with the head, okay, through that spine, out and back. All right, hold that ab curl. All right, you're here for 4. Last 3, we're going to take the hands away from the head in 2. Last 1, take the arms up and over the chest. We're going to start passing the block. So on your next one, you're going to grab the block mid-jump, land with the block in your hands. Jump, pass it to your legs. Jump, pass it to your hands. Jump, pass it to your legs. Jump, pass it to your hands. Whoo! Okay, I wasn't kidding about the heart rate right here. Keep that ab curl. That full body is working in this jump. Good. Inhale out. Exhale. Just breathe. Don't worry so much about breath right here. I want you to just keep breathing. Okay, so quick movement. Land those heels every time. You're here for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Keep passing it. 3. 2. Last 1, you're going to land it with the hands, the yoga block in the hands. Keep jumping. Hold your ab curl. Okay, now you're going to twist. Twist to the left and land. Twist to the right and land. So you're reaching your yoga block to the outside of your thigh as you twist. My head, neck, and shoulders are off the carriage. My legs are in a closed, zipped up position. Closed parallel. All right? Side to side. You've got 4. Last 3. Last 2. We're going to end in a jumping jack. Last 1. Right here, head down. Keep that yoga block over the chest. Now we're going to jumping jack. Legs go out, close to land. Out, close to land. Out, close to land. We got 8. 7. 6. 5. This is it. Last 4. 3. Last 2. And last 1. And bring it all the way in. Whew. A little bit of quick little reformer sweat, right? Reformer cardio. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a nice little hug. Rock your spine side to side. Give yourself a little massage through that low back. All right, really quick, since this is a short video, right? Got to keep myself in check. Feet on the jump board, lengthen all the way out to 2 straight legs. Let's take that right leg, give it a nice little hug into the chest. And let's take that right knee over to the left side, so allow your hips to pick up. Take that right knee over to the left, but your right arm is going to reach to the right, and you're going to look opposite that knee. So look towards your right hand. Hold that spinal twist for 4. For 3, let the heart rate come down. 2. Last 1, roll through center. Okay, let's switch those legs. Right foot comes to the jump board, left knee comes in, give it a quick little hug. Take that left knee over to the right, pick up your hips to let that happen. Your left arm is going to reach to the left, look to your left hand, hold that spinal twist. 4, 3, last 2. Come back through center. Bring the carriage in. One more time, both knees, quick little hug. Guys, and you are all set. Relax. Come off to the side of your reformer. Connect your feet to the floor. Let's do one final roll up, okay? So hang down over those legs. We're going to lift off the carriage. Keep the knees soft. As you inhale, you're going to round and stack that spine 1 vertebrae at a time. Bring those arms up and overhead. Bring the hands to prayer. And guys, you did it. Nice job. And you know what? That was 40 minutes. So I'm proud of my own self. All right, you guys, good job. Quick reformer workout. Okay, I know I always go over, but I owe you these short ones because on busy days, especially during the summer, I know we have no time for nothing, right? Especially working out. We got to fit that in. Kids are off. Everything's going crazy. If you have questions for me, please don't be afraid to reach out. I answer all of your comments on YouTube. It may take me a little bit, but I will get back to you, I promise. I hold live reformer sessions every week. I also hold live mat Pilates sessions. So if you're interested in either of those, please reach out to me. If you go to jesspfit.com, my website, you will see a contact me button. Hit that and I will get back to you with that information. I also have a server, an on-demand server where I have more workouts available to you for purchase. So if you're interested in that as well, I can give you that info the same way. And that's it. Guys, if you want to see anything specific, if you're looking forward to a certain kind of workout, please let me know in the comments. I love suggestions. It gives me inspiration. And I will see you guys next time.